Crawford is trash. Don't ever compare Crawford to Canelo.
Ryan Garcia is back to the mainstream after being banned by the WBC for his ethnic and racial slurs, but this time not against a whole community or genetic diaspora. Instead, his new prey is the four-division world champion Terence Crawford. He is ridiculing him 24/7, just like he did to Devin Haney in the past. This one-sided feud started when Ryan saw Terence calling out Canelo. Ryan Garcia was bothered by the fans who were comparing these fighters in a way that didn't meet his expectations. And after this trash-talking, he came back once again to insult back Terence Crawford. He, Ryan, has just said some great things about Israel Madrimov, but in his upcoming post, Ryan labeled him as someone who would bring nothing to Bud's legacy. In this delusional post, King Ryan wrote, "You Crawford, fight someone real. Stop stealing money from boxing and you bring nothing to boxing." Just after he posted these messages, he was thrashed by Bud's fans all over the world. To better understand Ryan's state of mind and his screen time, have a look at this. Ryan Garcia was replying to most of these negative comments. When one ex-user slapped him saying Terence would put him in coma, he immediately replied, "You guys said that about Haney, too." The list just goes on, as he will be found in the comment section of every controversial post. But this troll didn't end there. Almost every comment posted after these blatant messages was a taunt or diss against Bud Crawford. But soon these comments went in another way. People started doubting his judgments due to his excessive involvement in substance and alcohol abuse. He posted another message suggesting that he is not on any drugs and that he will take responsibility for these call-outs in the future. His next post was rather hilarious. In this, he mentioned, "I'm sober. Crawford is a..." However, this message was also not taken seriously, just like his previous rants by the people. The first reply to this post was rather sharp. A guy named Arthur wrote, "You are sober as much as you love black people." And after this dissing, he went after the judges in this match who gave Terence a unanimous win in this fight. Ryan praised the defending champion for his excellent performance. He labeled the fight as rigged and honored Israel Madrimov by comparing him with Uzbekistan's former boxing legend, Gennady Golovkin. He congratulated the young Uzbek for his excellent show in his 11th pro fight. After the August 3rd fight, he joined another community space on the social media site X, where he voiced these rants. Not only that, he posted a short clip out of this long session in which he is further bullying Terence Crawford, saying, "Shout out to young Triple G, he did this. I felt he won, at least a draw. The judges, you weirdos, you guys, and Crawford, you are not pound for pound. You never fought nobody good. You fought Spence that had a car accident. You..." Earlier it was considered that Ryan is trying to improve his attitude and he won't be catching any controversy. But it looks like he hasn't learned his lessons from the previous mistakes of his career. Former interim WBC lightweight champion Ryan Garcia has been completely banned from the council to participate in any fight for an unlimited amount of time. He was punished following a series of racist tweets targeting people based on their religion or the color of their skin. Moreover, he was suspended for 1 year by the New York State Athletic Commission following a positive test for PEDs after his win over Devin Haney. Ryan's victory was overruled. Following this sentence, then, he started his spree of polemic messages on social media. He was targeting Devin Haney, who is a sub-Saharan and a proud Muslim. However, he never considered that he would hurt the feelings of two entire communities. Garcia went on a tirade on social media, making several offensive remarks about Muslims throughout the world and African Americans, even going as far as making disparaging remarks about the late George Floyd during a conversation on X Spaces. Arguably, he was stoned, but everything he said was disgusting.
Hey, let's go bring George Floyd back to life and kill that nigga again. Relax. Let me go in on these.
What's up?
Hey. Okay, now what? I'm not
Fuck that
mad.
other nigga though. Fuck that other nigga, no cap. Say something else, I'm gonna come wave you at and smack the shit out you.
This nigga's weird, bro. He literally...
In these recent spaces, he came up with a spree of racial and Islamophobic statements across multiple platforms, including Instagram and X. This audio was taken from an X space in which he blasted out on the African American community. But he didn't end there, because after that, he moved on to the people of the black community who converted to Islam. The target was Haney, who got back his belt in the overruling. These stinging remarks were so derogatory that one member of their chat immediately felt that he was going to regret these and his days as the face of boxing were over. The stream member stated, "Not only that, Ryan gave his judgment on the Gaza conflict. Now he entertained the whole world by saying that the world shouldn't interfere in this war. There is no such thing as Palestine because the Israelis are the chosen people of God." And after that, he gave his final verdict on the Gaza conflict. He appealed.
There's no such thing as Israel. There's no such thing as Palestine. If God chose the Israel people to be the promised people, That's it. We don't have no choice. There's no such thing as Palestine. If you go against Israel, you go against God's promise.
Plus, there were some tweets that he deleted after he came back to his senses. His psychotic attitude shocked the whole boxing community. At first, his supporters argued that he made these statements under the influence of drugs, but they figured out soon that Ryan had turned his career upside down. Here are some of the key figures of boxing who reacted to these posts, starting with his promoter, Oscar De La Hoya, who was very upset with Ryan. He told the media that Ryan needs to change his attitude or he will never have a chance to appear on the world stage. He added, "There is no room for hate or intolerance at my company. Period. I condemn Ryan's words in the strongest terms possible." The statement. "I see that he has apologized, and that is a start. But it is only a start to earn back the trust and respect of those of us who have and continue to support him. We hope Ryan will use the time he has away from the sport to work through the issues he has publicly discussed. We stand ready to help in whatever we can." British boxing promoter Eddie Hearn was also shocked at these statements, as he also had some great prospects with Garcia in the future. He was stunned at Ryan's recent streak of tweets and Instagram sessions. Despite his bitter relationship with the Garcia family, he asked them to step up and do something for Ryan otherwise.
I mean, I saw some stuff tonight. I can't believe what I'm seeing. What the f*** doing? Honestly, something bad is going to happen if someone don't get hold of Ryan Garcia. I keep saying it. And, you know, you may play these clips back when something bad happens. Like, it's just a car crash. He just needs help. He needs help real bad. I hope he can get it.
If things didn't go this wrong, we could expect him to gather His Excellency and Dazn for making Ryan fight the best opponent. WBC chairman has told it clearly that Ryan will have to refrain from this kind of abusive statements, especially against black people, if he wants to enter the ring. He has announced that they have expelled Ryan Garcia for his constant Islamophobic and racial abuses. Mauricio Sulaiman, the president, posted that news with a heartwarming note. "Exercising my authority as president of the WBC, I am hereby expelling Ryan Garcia from any activity with our organization. We reject any form of discrimination. I fear for Ryan's well-being as he has declined multiple attempts for our help with mental health and substance abuse." Since the release of this notice, Ryan was back on track and didn't catch any nuisance for a month. But he got the best out of himself when he heard that Bud was planning a fight against his former gym mate. His demons are back after Crawford called out Canelo Alvarez before the 3rd August fights. On the 2nd of August, he launched his flight by sharing his wish to square off with the 4-division champion. "Crawford is lucky I can't beat his because I'm banned." Ryan went one step further and pleaded with people to stop buying the tickets or PPVs of the August 3rd fight. In these hateful posts, Ryan consistently called the American treasure a bum and wonders why people increase the hype of his fights. To further spice up things, he predicted that Crawford was battered by Yuri Ortiz Gamboa and fought Errol Spence Jr. at a time when he hadn't recovered from the car crash. His comments on this fight were, "So many better things to do on Saturday than watch Burns Crawford fight. Boring and can't sell. Let's all watch UFC or something." His fight. After these warm-ups, he moved on to more harsh stuff and referred Terence to a scared little girl who always wants an easy fight. Ryan also predicted on the 3rd of August that Madrimov would be robbed in case of a close fight. In the end, he raised questions on the ticket sales of this installment of Riyadh season and how they lost millions of dollars on this card. His final post about this event was, "Promoters and sponsors, you aren't making any money on Crawford, just wasting it. Be smarter." After all this slamming for Terence's desire to make a fight with Canelo, Ryan is also seen begging Crawford to fight against him. As usual, he didn't care what the fans or critics would say about this call-out. He published the last tweet of that day. "Crawford, you aren't on Canelo level. You are a great, dedicated athlete, but you can't compare to myself or Canelo. Crazy little man. Relax. Keep robbing everyone while bringing in no money. Please fight me." On the other hand, the freshly crowned light middleweight champion Crawford is enjoying this negativity towards this fight. The American treasure is content that people like Ryan Garcia are appreciating Madrimov after this fight, because Terence had a lot of criticism to prefer this fight over Jaron Ennis. He condemned the false allegations of cherry-picking and paid tribute to his haters. "I love that everyone is giving Madrimov his credit, Reichner respect, because y'all haters were definitely calling him a cherry-pick, when we all said he was a champion for a reason. Look, just give me my respect and stop the hate." Not only that, the Nebraska champ has shown his sympathy to Ryan Garcia when he was banned by the Boxing Council. He advised the freshly banned boxer to man up and change his destructive habits. He shared these thoughts in an episode of Impulsive Podcast.
Ryan Garcia, it's pretty clear that he's tangled up in some evils and some demons friends right now. Do you ever try to reach out to people like that and kind of set them straight?
Nah, not really. I don't have a relationship with them like that. That's not my place. The guys that's around them. For you to call yourself a friend, a brother, to watch a man like that self-destruct, what type of friend are you? There's not one person in my camp right now that wouldn't grab me and be like, hey, you tripping.
Apart from this regular stuff, Ryan Garcia has just called out Rayo Valenzuela, who is coming from an upset win over Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Ryan chose a similar medium for this call out and stated, Rayo, that idiot and his management. I was hunting him down. Rayo, I'll give you your shot, and I'm happy for you. Rayo is just titled a world champion, and he is also eyeing on big paydays like Shakur Stevenson, Tank Davis, and Ryan. How do you see this matchup? Is it happening? Can we see the Ryan versus Terence Crawford match in the future? Tell us in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel.